Hi, Ellen. Okay, thank you for the screenshots. And you know what? It was just I'm getting really old, and I didn't see what you were referring to. And what's happening here is I kind of like clicking after the fact. Is this part here, where we have this here, where the boxes are and whatnot, is actually up over top of the text, where the blue line here. I get it now. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. That's what the cutoff. I was actually looking at the picture in the background, thinking it's cut off somewhere. So. Um, it's been one of those weeks. Okay, so let's see what we can do. I think I know what is happening. Um, and I can either, would you mind, I tell you what, would you mind if I just got a copy of your site and went and jumped in there and tried a few different things? I'll explain what I found. Not that it's going to make a heck of a much of a difference, but um, in our template, it's the height percentage that IE9 specifically may not be liking, and I think I realize why, but I'm surprised that nobody has brought this to my attention. Usually, when we see something like this, somebody picks it up right away, but you know what? There's not a lot of IE9 users out there, and even more strange is IE11. If it is something with IE11, then it would definitely stick out, but we didn't see it on our version, so um, it would be the header, and it's right here. We have a default height for IE that's set for 800 pixels, and then we're saying if supported, make it a 100% of the vertical height of the view screen. That's why Edge and Chrome and Firefox and that's why it works properly in those browsers, because those are what we call compliant browsers. They work with all the latest CSS styles. IE, however, it's not 100% compliant with W3. So we throw in this little thing right back here where basically it says, well, for IE that doesn't follow the rules, make the height of the window 800 pixels if all else fails. So you may actually, depending on the size, you can actually change that and go to 900 or whatever you want to do. And excuse me, change it around a little bit. You can peek, but I'd be happy to do that for you. I just need to, but that's what it is. It's probably the fact that it's the browsers you're using are not using the default value because they don't understand it. So they're going to the maximum height or the height of 800 pixels for a fallback or just in case scenario. Of course, you can change the different height here to see if it makes a difference. You can change it to 900, you can change it to 1020 or whatever you want it to be. But 800 is kind of a good standard. That's a good middle of the road, but it seems that it's not quite following that. Yeah, because by all accounts, here's your site here in Firefox, and this is what it should be looking like in all web browsers. And even if it was just a little bit tighter, right, like a little bit not quite as high a resolution, usually the top and bottom is going to be a little bit more here, so that's that. Let's just go here. Something else I did notice though is your titles here are doubling over, and that's taking up a little bit of extra room as well. Let me just check the caption here. Yeah, see how, yeah, that's doubled over. If this was on one line, it might not be so, it might look a little bit better, but let me see how we could do that. Okay, I have an idea here, which you may also want to try. Let's go to, just for fun, if you want, see how this works. Go to your library. Right, we got full screen slider here. And we're going to open this up here and go to about line. There we are right there. Now we have a maximum width here of 500 pixels. Change that to like 700. And then you'll get all that first title that in one line. And that might make a big difference as well, because instead of it doubling over and pushing everything down lower on the page, it'll keep it all in one nice level.